Eleider could have forced Adonis to fight him, but the amount of money he was being offered for this fight was minimal. We're always getting the excuse that Showtime is not interested in Alvarez. What was important for us was that Eleider can make enough money to feed his family. And I have confirmation from the WBC that if he does not get his chance at the belt, it could automatically be taken away from the champion. In return, we are given the luxury of being able to choose our own opponent. It's important for us that it's a well-known opponent, otherwise Showtime will not show it on TV. And we do not want to be told that Showtime is not interested. What I find unfortunate is that currently Eleider is not focused on his career. He is more stressed and anxious by everything that happens with him. With this contract in his pocket, I hope he will now have his peace of mind and can invest 100% in what he has to do in boxing. Those are the words of Stefan Lepine, who is the manager of light heavyweight WBC mandatory challenger Eleider Alvarez. Alvarez has been waiting, 2 years as mandatory challenger to get his shot at champion Adonis Stevenson? The situation is getting ridiculous. I hope that what Lepine said there, in terms of the information he's got from the WBC, whereby they said that if Alvarez don't get his shot, Stevenson will be stripped. I hope that is true, because you can't have a guy holding a belt hostage like this for this long without fighting his mandatory. It's ridiculous. Now, the word on the grapevine is, and this is just a rumor, people, it says it in this article, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. The same article I'm quoting Alvarez's manager from also claims that the word on the grapevine is that Stevenson is trying to fight Badou Jack, that he's lining up a Badou Jack fight. That's obviously a much bigger fight in terms of profile than facing Alvarez. That's a fight which I'm sure Showtime would be more interested in than the Alvarez fight. If that is the case, Stevenson is fighting Badou Jack. Cool, I get it. It's a good fight, but still, rules are rules. You're supposed to get your mandatories out of the way. But from what I understand, in fact, from what it says in this article, Alvarez is being offered some type of step-aside deal by Stevenson's people, where they'll pay him a certain amount of money and whatever. Also, Alvarez, it says in this article, has been offered a deal by his promoter, which is Yvonne Michel's promotional outfit, and that will give him a multi-fight agreement with a 6-figure guaranteed purse per fight and still a guaranteed shot at Stevenson. This is the package he's apparently being offered, and that's kind of what his manager, Stefan Lepine, was referring to. So we'll see what happens here, people. I'm sure the majority of fans would prefer to see Badou Jack and Stevenson fight rather than Stevenson and Alvarez, but surely you got to have some sympathy for Alvarez's situation at the moment. And Alvarez is a good fighter. He's maybe not the most exciting guy, but he's not exactly boring either. He's a decent fighter. He's beat people like Jean Pascal and Lucien Boutte. He's, outside of Beterbiev and Stevenson, he's the best light heavyweight in Canada right now. I believe Beterbiev is still based in Canada, so yeah. Let him get his shot, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about this whole situation. Would you complain if Stevenson fought Badou Jack next? Would you fight Alvarez's corner? Or don't you care about any of that stuff and you just want to see the best fights and you don't really care about mandatories and all that kind of thing? If Stevenson is fighting someone quality like a Badou Jack, you're not interested if the WBC don't enforce their rules with regards to his mandatory. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. It's Hatman, I'm out.